All right, we're back with episode 7 of the Startropics 2 Speedrun Guide. So I am going to cover Chapter 6 in its entirety on this episode. It's a little bit short of a chapter. The dungeons aren't very long, but there are two things that I need to go over that are pretty detailed. So let's go. Well, I guess there's three, but we'll get to them as we get to them. Um, So here we're going to go find Leonardo da Vinci. You just want to stay aligned to this house here on your walking path. Then aligned to the water here. Occasionally this guy won't walk down on you, but most of the time he does. You have to walk around him like that. And then you're going to make your way towards his house, which is the only house you can go into here, which is right here. You'll find that someone's stuck in a statue. You'll say, please help him. And then we're going to do the first skip of this chapter. So it's going to be important to watch my input here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a buffered input attack right on the start of this chapter. So we're going to do, I'm going to hold B and right. And I'm going to buffer 4 daggers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then do a 5th. And I messed it up. Probably because I was trying to explain it at the same time. So here we go. Like that. So it's 4 buffered daggers and then a jump buffered dagger diagonal jump. And you'll always make it every single time if you do it that way every single time. I have right and B held down. Then I do a jump B down A. That skip saves about 2 seconds. It's not a huge save. If you want, you can just walk around it the regular way. And then go through the door like that. But obviously the skip's always faster, so it's a pretty easy skip to learn once you have it down pat. And if you die, you do start right here. So it's not a tremendously large risk, but you do start with 5 hearts, so something to keep in mind. But that's the first skip of the chapter. Now the next room has a pre-built buffered strat that we're going to use to walk through it. You're going to throw 3 daggers, which come out as katanas in this room, and then 3 psychic shockwaves. As long as you buffer those shots and then just walk through, you will always never get hit there, no matter what the frame spawn is on the room. So as long as you buffer both 3 shots, you'll always be fast enough. You'll never be too slow on it. So it's definitely worth giving that a whirl. The next couple rooms are pretty easy. I'll just walk through them one time. Doing the skip that I did to do a void walk at the start of the level is no time loss because you can get those hearts for free before this raft gets here. Again, these are rafts, so they're the same strategy as Chapter 4.2 applies here, but you'll have to jump over these barbed wire fences, and the rafts function the same way. You can walk right off of them, so just be cautious here, but you shouldn't need the medicine or anything like that here. I mean, if you really wanted it, you could grab it, but you'll jump to this block again. Don't watch out that you can get stuck on the middle piece there, and then you go into this section. So that section's pretty easy, but the next section is very difficult, and it's we're gonna spend the most of the time on this video covering, which is the ballrooms. So what you have to do in the next 2 rooms is you're going to have to send these balls back into the holes that they came out of, and it can get pretty difficult if you don't get it right. So what you're going to want to do is a little something like that. Now that's all a timing thing. The idea is that you're going to get up here, line up, shoot a shot, and the ball will be bouncing like this off the wall back here, and you'll hit it as it comes here. When you hit it, it changes the direction it's facing. So if it's going like this, and then when you hit it, it's going to start going like this. So go from horizontal to vertical or vertical to horizontal. So you want to go in the room entering upright. And just get a feel for the timing. It's really easy. That part is pretty easy to get down. You can do that consistently without too much trouble every time. The next room is where experience counts. Next room is 6 balls and some blockers. So this is going to be a little bit tricky. but try to follow along as best you can here. This strategy took me a long time to learn, and there are other strategies to do it. Bug Doctor and Fulco do it a different way. Their strategy is probably a little bit easier to learn, but you may have your own idea on how to make this work. This is just the way I do it, so feel free to improvise and come up with your own way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buffer a jump down, and then I'm going to shoot that ball, and I missed it because I'm actually going to turn right a little bit and then shoot the ball. So I actually didn't get optimal pattern there, so this is still a good setup, but it's not the fastest it could be. And that's it. So what I'm trying to do is I get around this one, shoot it so it goes horizontal. And then what you're gonna do, you want to be like right here on this block when you're shooting up. So you're gonna shoot him, you're gonna walk up here, and you're gonna stand right here on this spot and do 2 shots at the right time. That ball could go, when you hit it for the 2 shots, it's gonna be going like this. All of a sudden it's gonna go like this and then like this. Now it can start by going this way and then this way, or it can start by going this way. You want it to go back to the left here. You don't want it to go to the right. Now, both times I've done it, it's gone to the right. So that's been unfortunate for me, but it is controllable based on when you hit it. But I'm hitting it too early, I think. And you can see I got off kilter there, so I already messed it up. You have to stay in sync. If this gets out of sync, you have to start building up a backup plan to do it. Oh, I messed that up slightly. So what I'm trying to do is trying to get a perfect one so you can get a feel for it. And I was too late there. That was okay. That wasn't perfect, but it was okay. I want to get it. You want the ball to bounce back to the left here. And then you just do 3 shots. Oh, and then I messed it up. The one time I get it. 1. There you go. That's a perfect ball cycle. It doesn't get any faster than that. That's the fastest that I've ever seen anyone do it. Is that particular strat. So it's just a timing thing on getting that pattern down. I watched that pattern many times, practiced it many times until I got it down pat. It's a very difficult trick to learn. That's the end of the dungeon. Once you beat it, that's the boss essentially of this level. So you want to get out of there with many hearts, otherwise you're going to hurt your splits here if you're splitting between dungeons. So if you don't, no big deal, right? But you won't really need health the rest of the level because you're going to get an upgraded weapon. So you'll go ahead and just touch these items and you'll proceed on to the next level. He's gonna say, you know, need you to use the hammer and chisel to get him out of the statue. He's gonna repaint the Mona Lisa for you, give you a katana, and give you a flying machine. And so here's what you're gonna do. Once we eventually get on the flying machine after all this dialogue and cutscenes. It's one of the longer cutscene sections actually, because you're gonna get another one back to back here. So there's a katana. So yeah, that's much more powerful than the super psychic shockwave, but it is still the same fire rate as the dagger. So there's going to be a lot of switching between weapons here. So you have a cutscene with Micah. Again, buffered text here. So I'm just 1A press. And it does the first actionable frame. It'll move to the next text box for you. Now what you're going to do is get ready for landing. You're going to down and up and do another text cycle. It just flies you to another island, and this happens to be it's always the same cycle every time. You'll do one down and up and then get back on the ship and then take you here to the fortress. Now, I'm going to explain how you get through this fortress. This fortress is a big maze littered with mini dungeons. We do not want to hit any more mini dungeons than we have to deal with. Some of the ones at the end are very, very long, like 2, 3, 4, 5 minute long mini dungeons. We do not want to encounter them. That run is going to be toast. So you walk straight up from the start. Just hold up until you get to this wall post right here in this corner. Then you're going to hold straight right till you get to the wall again. And then what you're going to do is hug the wall. So you're going to hug this wall all the way to the steps. Now what you're going to do is continue to hug the top wall until you get right here to this opening. And then you're going to hug the inside wall. So you just hug the inside wall. And this will take you all the way to the first and only mandatory mini dungeon that's random. So I'm going to save state here because there's 4 possibilities you can get in this dungeon. There's dungeon. This is the long one. This is the one you don't want to get. There's 4 options. If you get this one, this is how you get out of it. I kind of just damaged my way through it because taking the time is to not take damage is just as slow. Let's see if it gives you the same one each time. No. This is the best one. If you get this one, you get free hearts, and you just have to hit a switch and you're out. So that one's really quick. If you get that one, that's the one you want. You're just gonna avoid the enemies, work your way up, and off you go. Trying to get it to give me the different one. Alright. This one's fine too. You get the alligators or whatever these are, the lizards. They take 3 hits from the katana. They're going to open 3 doors, and then you just walk up to the north path and you're out. Easy does it. Looking for the 4th one. This one. So this is the 4th one. You just have to kill the 4 Zoda spawns. They now only take 1 hit. And they can be a little gnarly to catch up to. But you just kill the 4 Zoda spawns and you're out. So 3 of them are very fast. I'd say the one with the green enemies is the fastest one. The Zoda spawn is the 2nd fastest. The alligators are the 3rd fastest. And then the long one with the jumps is the slowest by far. So it's completely random which ones you get. We haven't figured out any way to control it. You even saw the slight variance in what happened there. So you're going to go in the steps. Now this room, very carefully here, you're going to do 2 left tiles, down 1, and then left to the steps. And you're safe. Easy does it. This mini dungeon right here is guaranteed to be the same mini dungeon each time, and the way you exit it is the path you'll take. So we're going to take the top path out of it. All you have to do is fight this one enemy, 1, 2, and then I'm yawning, that's a bad sign, and 3. So that's all you have to do with this dungeon. Now you're going to walk up here, and you have to dodge these bones. Sometimes they're easy to dodge like this, and I got hit anyway. And see, now you're in front of the dungeon, so it's easy. If you wanted to practice it, you don't have to do the jump shot on this guy. You go 1, 2, 3, and then just walk, and easy does it, right? And then there is a 50-50 void walk you can do, but it requires you to get kind of lucky. Yeah, see. No, I do need the pause. You have to basically jump on the same frame you get hit by the bone, but it's 50-50 chance of that, or you'll get detected of getting hit. That is a guaranteed way to get it, but it's not guaranteed on how this happens, because that I did it right, but I didn't get hit because the game does check every other frame to see if you get hit, and then I just end up dying. So, and I'm just dead. And there's nothing you can do about it. So, and it does take some damage too. So you have to consider it has to save a lot of time to be worth it. I don't think it's worth to go for a void there. And this is the last room. So let's go through the last room. You're gonna walk to the end of the feet, down, right, up, right, down, right to the tetrad. That's how you get there. And that's chapter 6. There is a flashing warning coming up, so if you're watching this, there's a lot of flashing in the next couple of cutscenes and overworld here, so we're starting now. And Zoda appears. You get your 5th tetrad piece, but he's going to send you to hell, more or less. And you're going to have to get out of hell. So that's what we'll pick up next time. That's chapter 6 complete. So, so far so good. Feel free to drop any comments or any questions you might have about anything in the comments below. And thank you for watching, and hope to see you on the next one.